It is currently the 2nd of October 2021, and across Japan, vastly improving conditions. Typhoon Mindulle still moving towards north and east, racing past the east coast of Hokkaido here, and winds right now still estimated about 120 kilometers per hour, and it's continuing to weaken, actually no longer really a typhoon for that matter. But boy, oh boy, look at all that dry, beautiful air kind of wrapping in behind it, and that's going to continue to make for some nice weather as we go ahead over this weekend. Wind and rainfall reports pretty high out there. Actually, in Chiba, we had 260 millimeters in the past 24 hours. Kozoshima at 109. Chiba, right near the coast. This is point right about there. That's where we saw a wind gust of 150 kilometers per hour. Is the highest one I did find scoping through some of these wind reports out there, while Tokyo, not too much. Needless to say, with that part of Chiba being the highest area for the wind gusts, that's where I did see some power outages. Actually, about 5,000 people without power. No significant damage, down tree limbs, things like that. Nothing that the area can't deal with, and even some minor flooding. Actually, with that 250 millimeters, you do see some river level rises out there. But several thousands still without power, no significant damage. And we're also watching the long range forecast. And let me show you this in just a minute. I'll get to it, actually. The long range, especially the GFS, boy, oh boy, all sorts of excitement coming out with that. Here's a look at our ECMWF outlook, though, with the official track moving towards the north and east. That dry air filtering in behind it as it moves away. It's still going to be seeing those breezy conditions throughout the Saturday evening into Sunday morning for parts of Tohoku, even over towards Hokkaido. And then eventually this will move into the Kurils, too. That is far eastern Russia. A lot of people forget, this is Japan. You got the Koreas, but that right there, that's Russian. So is these islands right in there. So, yeah, they're going to be hit by a little bit of a typhoon here as we go ahead through the weekend as well. Rainfall reports, though, up and over 50 millimeters in the red there, right along the coastline. And then we're talking about the next westerly low that's going to come through as we look ahead. All right, this is what also I wanted to show you. Now, first, microwave imagery, which is pretty cool. You can see how close our storm system came to the east coast. And also, you can see where Chiba kind of sticks out there. You got Tokyo, and that's the coastline of Chiba right about there. That's where I saw that wind report of 150 kilometers per hour, one of those rain bands that came on through. But this is something I want to show you guys. Now, we're going to keep this between us, all right? And because I always try to embed stuff like this in the middle of the update, because I know if you watch this far into the video, you're not just kind of one of those passer-buyers. But so as we go ahead into next week, I'm pretty confident something is going to be developing over Visayas and the Mindanao by Monday and Tuesday. But look at the GFS. Jeez Louise. By the mid and latter part of next week, this is looking about 300 hours out plus. The GFS, all sorts of just throwing everything at the wall here. Now, what does this mean? It doesn't mean that we're going to get 4 storms. I mean, can't rule it out. Somebody asked me, is it possible or is there a chance? Naturally, there always is. Unlikely. What I am seeing here is there's a lot of output from the GFS consistently, which tells me that, there probably is going to be something trying to develop into next week. So we're probably going to have plenty of stuff to talk about through next week as well. As far as your local forecast into Tokyo, though, that storm system moving towards the north, partly cloudy skies, beautiful weather throughout the weekend. Anyways, I'm meteorologist Robert Spett. If you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please let me know down in the comment box below. Always appreciate your feedback. Also, if you like these updates, hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget as well to help us out on Patreon. But there's just look at the forecast for this weekend. Beautiful, beautiful weather from Korea down to Fukuoka. Ulaanbaatar -3 though. Woo! Already getting chilly out there in Mongolia. All right, guys. Thanks as always. Stay safe out